This is Jooselord, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
All right, we got Jooselord jumping off the porch with us today.
What's going on, G?
What's going on with you, gang?
What's going on?
How you feeling?
I feel amazing.
For sure.
Like $1 million.
Okay. I don't know what $1 million feel like. You gotta let me know.
Hey, look, like me. I ain't got it, but shit, the niggas on the way, you feel me?
I feel that. It's a pleasure to have you on the porch with us today. So what you been getting into since you've been in the city of Atlanta?
Man, I really wanted to come in, first thing, tap in with y'all, you know what I mean? I ain't did a lot in Atlanta before, you know what I mean? Gotta set your connections up.
Yeah. But you gotta get you something good to eat out here too, though.
Yeah, listen, food.
Yeah.
That's the next step after this. I need to know. I want a steak.
Yeah.
I want a steak.
Ooh, STK be going crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, me and my OG be going back and forth. I be fucking with Longhorn still too, though.
Yeah, Longhorn is alright though.
Longhorn is,
you know
like, hey.
They got a steak selection. Call it a steak selection.
Nah, for real though. That's for real. So where's somebody going to get something to eat in Durham, North Carolina?
All right, man, if you're gonna eat in Durham, then you gotta eat at Big C's Waffles.
Okay.
That's the homie, you feel me? He chicken and waffles. I mean, homegrown, straight from the family. So yeah, Big C's is one of the spots. Dame's chicken and waffles. I mean, obviously I like chicken and waffles, you know what I mean? So
that's real spill.
Like 10 chicken and waffle spots. You go on a chicken and waffle tour.
There you go. So how would you explain the way of life and the culture of Durham?
Durham is it's a city, it's an evolving city, you know what I mean? Like, we used to have a lot of violence, like a lot of dead bodies, a lot of crazy stuff happening, you know what I mean? It's a city where downtown wasn't a place people hung out, because, it could get crazy downtown. Now that we got $1 million skyscrapers downtown, and you know, white people walking their Shih Tzus and all of that downtown. So, you know, everything evolving for the good and for the bad at the same time. But
that's real.
Evolution, gentrification. I don't fuck with gentrification, but I fuck with, you know, people not dying.
Facts. Explain your upbringing out there. Because you are one of the people from Durham.
Yeah, I'm from Durham, you know. So, when it comes to, I was born in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? I was really born in New York though. So you know what I'm saying? I'm originally from New York, but when I moved from New York to Durham, I lived in the hood, you feel what I'm saying? And I lived in Bragtown, so that's like super Crip city, and like I never been gang affiliated, I never really, so, you know, niggas had to fight every day. One, because I wasn't in a gang, and two, because I was from New York and I was new, and niggas was like, nah, like, you got to get tested every day. So that's just how it was. And I never liked school. I always thought school was stupid because I thought homework was stupid. It's like a waste of time. Like, why, if I learned it here, I got to take it home, I got shit to do. You know what I mean? Just growing up, I was always, like, I was the kind of person who didn't like confrontation, but if I was taken there, I kind of lost my mind. And so I just grew up like a violent person, like a very violent person. And, you know, music helped me get out of that. Music helped me, like, putting that wildness in my music really helped me, like, get it off of me.
That's real. What do you feel was causing that anger?
Not fitting in, being different. People picking on me because I just wasn't like them. You know, living in a household that had a lot of turmoil in it and a lot going on. You just go outside and motherfuckers still want to bother you, and you just be like, look, I don't got the capacity for that. You know what I mean?
So at what point would you say, or what album exactly was it that let you know that music was a safe haven for you?
Shit, it was the first one to keep it hot. I never wanted to rap. I never wanted to be no rapper. I never was like, yo, I'm gonna be the man in the city. I never wanted to do that shit. Like, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna be a regular dude. I'm gonna be Joe Schmo. You know what I'm saying? I was always cool in the shadows because being in the front of the light, it was always too much. Like, niggas, too much attention. And where I'm from, being in the light, niggas didn't make it long. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only niggas I knew had money was selling drugs, and them niggas didn't even live long. So it was like, I was cool, like, I'm gonna just work my job, I'm gonna stay out the way. And like, I used to freestyle with the homies and they'd be like, yo, you should take it serious. I'm like, nigga, you crazy. Like, this shit is not like, it's not promised to nobody. Like, this is you asking me to chase a dream. You asking me to run and go do something that most people don't, when I could go get a job and I could make sure everything is paid and I could like try and get out the hood that way. Like, music never gonna be nothing. That's really how I used to think. So, but got into a car crash and almost died. And at that point, I was district manager at T-Mobile. I was working my job, wearing my little suit and tie. I thought I was a man. But it made me question, like, what you here for? Like, what you really here for? Like, what you really want to do with your life? Is what you want to do with your life sell cell phones? You want to do that till you 60 and then retire? Or, like, you really want to change people's lives? Like, you really want to say something that means something? And then I started thinking, like, well, what can you do, like, other than teach people how to sell shit? And it's like, I can make music, you know, just use my big, when I was selling, when I was teaching people how to sell, I used to go to the store and it'd be like the worst person, like he about to get fired. And I go take him on a walk, we walk around, and when he come back, he'd be like #1 in the region, just from one talk. And I realized, like, yo, your gift ain't to like teach people to sell, it's to get them to believe in themselves. So I put that with the fact that I could make music, I could rap, and that's what made me really feel like, yo, you could do this shit, yo.
That's real. Who exactly inspired you musically?
Shit, DMX, man, the dog, you feel me? DMX, Busta Rhymes, Onyx, like people who really had, like, regardless of what they were saying, they meant that shit. That's all music mean to me. Like, you gotta give it your everything. And these is people who, like, regardless of what they was battling, regardless of what they was dealing with, they put that shit in the music and to help other people get through that.
That's real.
Especially the dog.
That's real. Why do you feel it's so important for you to use your message and your platform to uplift and inspire others?
Because what else we gonna do? What else we gonna do? Like, you born, you live, and then you die. The only thing you know for sure is you're gonna be born and you're gonna die. You control what happened in the middle. And I wanna make the world a better place. Like, I done seen the worst of people. I done seen the most horrific things probably a person could see, or some of them. And it's like, I don't want that to keep happening. You feel me? And I know that we lack education, we lack resources. Like, they took everything from us. We don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? We still dying in the streets. And whether it be by our hands or the police, like, all of it's tore to fort. Like, that's all we got. All we got is each other. And as a black man, I'm always gonna look at another black man and they gonna know love is here until it's not. Like, I love you, nigga. Like, we here and we in this together, and I'm not gonna forsake you. I'm not gonna throw you. I'm not gonna, like, I always got your back. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I went to jail is from having somebody back. You know what I'm saying? I was never even no dirty nigga. I just was hanging with niggas who was dirty, and I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you. That's just not the nigga. I never been that nigga. So when it come to music, if I don't put that in my music and I don't be like, if niggas in the hood listening to me where I live at, you know what I'm saying? They listen to fucking Pooh Shiesty and Jooselord, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not preaching to niggas. I'm not telling them they bad. I'm not telling them, like, yo, nigga, live your life, do what you gotta do, but understand it's a better way, and we gonna get this shit in together. So that's why, because I wanna make a positive impact on our people, on the world, period.
That's real. That's real. At what point would you say you jumped off the porch?
Shit, man. I don't think I was ever on that motherfucker. Keep it hot with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? the world around me, like I said, it was always burning, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't be in the house, so you was outside. When you was outside, people was doing bad stuff outside, you know what I mean? So I can't remember a time, my mom used to try and like lock me in the house, but it was too much. Sneak out the window, do what you got, like, I can't be in here. I gotta go.
What at home made it so bad where you didn't want to be there?
I don't want to throw that nigga under the bus. It was entities in my house that felt it was okay to get like physical with, you know, minors. You know what I'm saying? Like when they was having a bad day. And it was like, all right, well, you know, I'm gonna take it out on this little nigga. I'm gonna do it like that. You know what I mean? And I went through that a lot. You know what I mean?
How much of effect would you say that had on your mental?
A lot. It got an effect on who I am right now. It got an effect on who I was as a kid. It got an effect on how much, like, I mean, twice I almost got sent to the alternative school. Like, we can't have you in regular schools because you keep get boom, bust a nigga head open, get 10 days. Come back, nigga say something else, bust a nigga head open, get 10 days. And they looking at me like I'm the problem. But it's like, if I gotta deal with this at the house, I'm not gonna deal with it outside the house. It's not gonna happen. So, yeah, it affected me a lot, yo. But I also think that non-negatively, it affected me in a way in which I don't want to make people feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I want, like I said, when people see me, I want them to feel love. You know what I'm saying? I know I got a wild looking exterior, whatever, but like, nigga, we here together. All we got is people on the earth. You know what I'm saying? All we got is each other. And we gotta live life to the fullest.
That's real. As a black man, how important do you feel it is to speak openly about mental health and, you know what I'm saying, traumatic experiences and shit?
That's my favorite thing. Mental health is everybody think like, oh, like blackity black, like that's your thing, Juice. It's like, nah, mental health is, you know what I mean? Because we, especially as black men, we not good. You know what I'm saying? We traumatized. We shouldn't be able to see people die on camera and be like, damn, that shit crazy, and keep it moving. We shouldn't be able to, you know what I'm saying, jail alone. Any nigga ever been to jail, like, bro, that shit is not, people shouldn't be in there, especially for some of the shit niggas is in there for. It's like, as a community, black people mentally are not in a good position. The world is not in a good position. But black people, all we've been through, everything that we've been, like, all the porches we've been shoved under, all the babies we seen killed, like, just to grow up and in school we hearing they're like, yo, this is what used to happen to you. And then you go outside and some shit happen. And then you look on Twitter and somebody getting stomped out or whatever. Like, it's just like, we shouldn't be immune to the shit that we immune to. We don't have no compassion for each other no more. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that kill somebody and not think like them, that's somebody pops. Now that kid gotta grow up without a father, and that's just gonna keep shit going. You know what I mean? Mentally, we all need help. And as black men, we need to stick together, like, because mental health is just lacking. We don't have it. You know what I mean? We be thinking we good because we tough. I got through it, I'm all right, you know what I'm saying? I did it. It's like, nah, we fucked up, yo. And sometimes they be like, you need to talk to, that shit don't work. Like that, I done talked to, nigga, I'm still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The shit that happened. And we don't know how to get through it because how you gonna deal with shit that happened in the past when you still trying to figure out today? You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay rent, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta figure out today, I gotta figure out tomorrow. I can't worry about what I've been through. I don't have the luxury of doing that. We need places for that. We need spaces for that. We need to be able to bring people. And then the other thing is when people do create spaces, they look at people like us and they be like, oh, well, you look a little too, like, you don't need to be in here. Like, oh, what that nigga doing in the corner? Like, nigga, he trying to get love like everybody else. He trying to get it off his chest like everybody else. Yeah, we need it. We need it bad. We need help.
Let's talk about your debut album, Skull, in 2018.
Mm-hmm. Skull was, it came at like a crazy time in my life. Cause at that point I was still working a day job. I was selling fake chains in the mall, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to do whatever I could, and I was working at a kiosk, and I would like write everything you heard, I wrote it. I was walking around, we ain't had no seat, so I would walk around the kiosk, and I would either memorize it in my head, and then write it down, because they want us to have our phones out, or if nobody was dead, and I type the shit up, or run to the bathroom and type it up, but everything I wrote, like, working them jobs at the kiosk, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no job, I ain't had no car, I had to walk to the mall every day. I was just like going to get it. So like the skull got a lot of pain, and it got a lot of, also when I wrote the album, I wasn't like I didn't care if nobody was gonna listen to it, because again, I never wanted to be famous, you know what I'm saying? It never was, I just was like, yo, these is my feelings, this is how I feel about shit, I'ma make it, and I can put it out, we gonna put it out.
How was it received once it was released?
Man, them niggas went crazy. Like, them niggas went crazy. Yo, I had my first album release show for Skull, and I sold out the second biggest venue in Durham. You know what I'm saying? And it was like everybody was there. Like all these people from my childhood, like everybody was there. And I was like, that was one of the moments when it was like, oh nigga, you no matter what happened, you need to keep doing, like this your first shit, look at you. You gotta keep going. But yeah, they received it crazy, and I think that a lot of people in my life just didn't, because I never was people used to, if you look at my yearbook, like, you gonna be famous, because like I was always into music, and I was always like a part of music shit, but I never wanted to be no rapper. So I think, one, people listen to it because it blindsided them, and the people in my life who always pressured me to try and do it, they was like, let me see what it sound like, and then they didn't know it was gonna sound like as good as it did.
Did you know it was gonna sound as good as it did?
I ain't care. People hot, you feel me?
Yeah.
Like it was like, nigga, sound good, don't sound good, nigga, that's what I said. You feel me? Like, I feel like that's a very important thing in music. Like, you making music for other people, like, I wonder if they gonna like it. Nigga, they not gonna like it because you don't like it. I just make music I like. You feel me? Like, this the shit I want to listen to. You feel me? This is shit I feel have a bad day, nigga, I would turn me on. Niggas think it's arrogant to listen to yourself, but like, why the fuck would I make music that I didn't wish existed? You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck would I make music that I don't want to hear?
That's true. But you also follow that shit up with Mosh Pit Messiah.
Yeah, that one. That was Mosh Pit Messiah was it was a big moment for me, because in 2020, that's when I was like, okay, well, we're gonna start trying to take this serious a little bit. We're gonna see, like, Skull had like beats from everywhere. Mosh Pit Messiah produced completely by my homie Chill. I'm like we gonna lay everything out on this one. I'm gonna give it everything I got. I'm gonna actually pay to get it mixed and mastered. I'm not just gonna throw it up there. Like, we're gonna see what happens if you really like try and make a cohesive project that's not just like a bunch of songs that you made, and that shit went even crazier.
That's real. How does it make you feel to know that people are receptive to your message and your music?
I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing on this planet. You know what I mean? Like, I was lost before, like, you know, just happy to work a job. Not saying there's nothing wrong with working a job, you feel me? But like, that wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. And when you see like, anybody could say they the man from their bedroom. Everybody the man, you know what I'm saying? When I'm this the hottest shit in the world. But like, for you to not care what people think, and then people to come to you like, bro, you saved my life. Like, bro, I listen to this every day on the way to work. Bro, I'm like, that feeds you. That make you feel like, I mean, it's a big responsibility, but it also make you feel like I'm supposed to be doing this again. Like, this music, regardless of anybody feel, I bet you everybody who ever been here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ever been on the porch. It was a point where they was just like, I don't want to do this. It's hard. I don't want to do it. It ain't nothing guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go do something that I'm going to actually make some money quick. I'm going to make some money fast. Or I'm going to do something that's guaranteed, instead of like following this dream, doing these free shows and putting out music on my own dollar and hoping people listen to it enough for me to make $7.27. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit ain't easy.
Right.
But moments like that keep you going. Moments like that show you like, yo, I could do this shit forever.
It's my purpose.
Yep.
That's real. Do you feel like you found your purpose?
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't think, when I get on stage, yo, I don't think about nothing. like I breathe different. Everything is just like I know that's how Michael Jordan felt when he played basketball. I know that's how you're not thinking it's like, yo, you're in front of me, not like I'm gonna do this move. Your body just do it. Like you just, and that's what happened when I'm on stage. I just fly. Like it's just like a switch hit, and I don't even get nervous. I don't care if it's 10,000. It don't matter how many people out there. I don't get nervous. Because it's like, at the end of the day, nigga, once they call your name, you gotta go out there. So once you gonna go out there and be like, nah, you gotta give it everything you got. Plus, these people paid to see me. These are the people who love me. These are the people who care about me. These are the people who say, they sending me DMs like, yo, you saved my life. And you know what I mean? Why I gotta give them everything I got? So I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I don't gotta think when I do it. I never had to try, it just happened.
That's real. Talk about Quarantine releasing in 2021, man.
Yeah, I wrote that song in the shower.
During the pandemic?
Yeah, during the pandemic. Niggas was locked inside, you know what I'm saying? It was like, I remember it had been a year, because 2020, March, we all got clink, everybody in the house, we really couldn't see nobody, it was crazy. And niggas was scared, and I'm like, 2020, we ain't do nothing, I ain't really make no music or whatnot. I dropped Mosh Pit Messiah, but I ain't really like after that, it was just like, I'ma just chill. Like it wasn't no social gatherings. All the whole time I'm making music, I'm with the homies jumping around. Like I'm feeling the energy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? People getting crowd surf, and I'm used to that. And I'm thinking like, this shit gonna keep getting bigger. And then 2020 hit like a car, ended all of that. I'm like, this might never happen again. We all had that thought. Like I might never see regular life again. Like things might never be okay again. And I was like, damn, yo. And I was in the shower, and I remember I was just thinking, like, damn, yo, I really want to perform again. Like, let me out this bitch. Like, I'm just trying to. I was like, yo, somebody need to make that a song. And I was like, I could make that song. So I made that one. I wrote that whole shit in the shower. And it was just like, and when I put it out, them niggas went crazy for that shit. Like I would be driving down the street, niggas like, let me out this bitch, like just screaming at my car. Or I'll be walking down the street, motherfuckers driving by screaming it. Like it was just, the city just loved it, yo. And again, it's like just my feelings, yo, you know what I'm saying? It just happened to match up with how a bunch of other people felt.
That's real. Again, I know, like you saying, like you comparing it to Jordan and everything, but like I know that's a surreal feeling when you know what I'm saying, you seeing people fucking with what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, especially what you saying, you never had any ambitions on being a rapper or anything like that, but it's like, look how it worked for you. You know what I mean? Like everything you've been through, everything mentally wise, emotional, everything coming up, it's like to where you are now. So do you ever just have those days where you sit back and reflect and be like, damn, I'm doing this? I
just started having those days, yo. Before I was so stressed out and worried about the next thing and worried about I just had my son too. And I'm like be looking at him and I'd be looking at oh, he want this toy and I could just, boom, I could just go get it. And I'm like, damn, music doing this. And then he go in the candy stores and they're like, oh, you Jooselord son, you could just have whatever. Cause the community, the city fuck with me. So it's I'm watching him live a different life that he never gonna have to see the shit I saw. And it's that's when I can look back nigga, you really built something. You really put something together, you know what I mean? And people waiting on music, yo, when the next thing coming out? All kind of stuff, stuff like that. It really show you you really get to step back and reflect. But when you in the midst of it and you really trying to make something of it, you ain't got time to think about that. You really you still building. You feel me? When you just got the wooden planks up of the house, when you just got the house frame, ain't no walls and no floor. Damn, this gonna be a big house. Nah, nigga, you gotta keep building. It's about to rain.
Gotta put them walls up.
Yeah,
you gotta do the electrical. You gotta do the pipes. You know what I'm saying? You got
exactly. So right now my shit ain't decorated. I ain't got no interior. I ain't got no couch and nothing.
But you in that bitch. I feel that. So being that you're a new father, how important would you say fatherhood is to you?
I think it's the most important. I never felt this way. Never, ever, ever. Being Like, you know, I got a son. You know, this nigga look like me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just be like, it almost feel like I'm getting to raise myself the right way. You know what I mean? My father did 20 years in prison. My father was not around. He couldn't be around. You know what I mean? Getting to see my father, get to be a grandfather, getting to see, like, just watching my family step up and, like, hoard around me, and the mother of my child, like, yo, you gotta follow that music shit, because the first thing she was a Jooselord fan. That's how she met me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my son and fatherhood, it's the most beautiful gift you can have. I mean, it's stressful. That shit is stressful as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, kids, especially 2-year-olds, that shit is a lot, G, because them niggas don't stop for nothing, and they don't care about how nobody feel about nothing. Like, listen, I want juice now. You like, I'm pouring the juice, like, but I want it right now. I don't want you to be pouring it. I want you to have it for me right now. And then you trying to do that and work and all of this other stuff. It's a lot, but fatherhood is also like the glimmer that you see in their eye when they learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Being excited about the fact that somebody could say a word. You know what I'm saying? It's just, fatherhood is amazing.
That's real. That's what's good. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Respect. Would you say it's hard to make it out of Durham?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get out of any city. You know what I mean? It's hard to, but like, with Durham being like, it's not a large city, it's not a major city, it's not, the money just now coming in. So like, the artists that's around, whether they visual artists, whatever, they really now starting to be able to like, okay, well, I got this piece, I'm gonna sell it for $2,000 and somebody gonna come buy it now. When before you had to sell it for $150 and just be okay with like going back to work at Whataburger. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard because niggas is still scraping the ground. Niggas is still trying to get everything they can get. You feel me?
That's real. What do you want to see happen or change in Durham?
I want more black people to own shit. It's cool everybody like coming in but I want more black people to own shit. That's what I want, you feel me? I want that for the world, but for Durham, yeah, that's what I want, because we blowing up, is more money, I need more black money though.
Yeah.
I need us to have some shit, I need us to be more put together. That's the most important thing to me.
What's some of the goals you got set for 2023?
Oh shit, well 2023, I'm gonna shoot the music video for Oh Yeah, and that shit's gonna take over because I'm gonna have like the whole city. That shit gonna be like Rough Riders anthem. That shit's gonna be fucking ridiculous. Everybody gonna be there. And then I'm gonna drop my next project, the Forbidden Art of Chaos. That's gonna be the name of my next project. So
why that name?
Because, you know, I'm standing up here talking all this positive, but when people listen to the music, they're gonna be like, this nigga wildin'. Like, yeah, but it's the forbidden art of chaos. Like, chaos heal too. People tell you you're not supposed to be mad, but like, when we walk around with these feelings pent up, when you really want to beat the shit out of a nigga when you with somebody and you don't know what to do with that, you gonna take that to something. It's gonna fester, but you could come to me or you could listen to me and I'm gonna show you the forbidden art of chaos. You gonna get that shit off and you gonna feel better, at least for the moment, you know what I'm saying? Had a fucked up day at work, you like, damn, yo, I wish I could punch my boss in the face. You can't, nigga, but you can come here and you can max the fuck out and not have no energy left to even want to do that.
Okay. But I opened y'all minds up with that. What's more change you want to see happen over 2023? Not just in Durham, but like across the country, across the world.
I want more black people to own stuff. I do though, it is what it is, but nah, I think if I, like in my perfect world, the police wouldn't exist. We would have something else in there, and like I would just tear that whole shit down, then we just start that shit over, put some different people in, you know what I mean? Because we need like somebody, cause some niggas just be wild, you know what I'm saying? Nigga running down the street butt naked with an AK-47, I'm not gonna stop that nigga, so somebody need to do that shit. But these niggas, that's not their purpose, you know what I'm saying? Niggas always be like, oh, you don't fuck with the police, like, yeah, nigga, because them niggas ain't nothing. Like, when you watch the police on movies, it be a missing girl, and they be like, I can't sleep, I gotta go find her. Like, that's not what police is like. That's not who they are. You know what I mean? If that's who they was, I'll fuck with them. Like, if they was the superheroes, they were supposed to be on TV, but that's not who they are. You know what I mean? They rather fuck with niggas like us just because of the way we look. Or put a nigga in the jail for a dime bag of weed or some dumb shit, some shit that's not gonna affect the world or change the world, and no, like, it's stupid. So if I had a perfect world, we would have different enforcers, and that's all around the world, because police are a problem no matter what color they is, no matter what country you in. It's just like they get that badge and they be like, I'm the man. Like, nigga, that's a job. I could go run a little obstacle course and become a police officer tomorrow if I want to, nigga. It's a job. Just like the UPS man, it's like everybody else, nigga, you just got a job. But niggas don't feel that way. They think that they high and mighty, they think they above everybody, and that need to be squashed. If I had the perfect world, that wouldn't exist. That's a change I want to see in 2023. I probably won't see it never, but nigga, I'm gonna fight for it till it happens. You know what I'm saying? Till I die.
That's real. What else you working on right now?
Man, I'm completely focused on this project. You feel me? Like, this gonna be another thing I'll put on. That first time I'm gonna have some big features. First time I'm gonna have, like, you know, we really putting the engine behind it. We really gonna make something happen. Cause like I said, I compare myself to Michael Jordan. What I'm focused on is showing the world that you don't have to fit into no rubric. You don't have to dress no certain way. You don't have to talk no certain way. Nothing to be that nigga. Like, if you want to be that nigga, all you gotta do is believe you that nigga and do everything you can to be that nigga. That's all you gotta do. That's all that matters. So that's what I'm working on. Showing everybody that I'm that motherfucking nigga.
For sure.
I see you jumping the gun like you know